Very much within their grasp. So they look to make an assault on the flag as we're underway here at KG5. Tigers will try and take first possession early on. Zauko laying a tackle, ball tumbling forward, but that's nicely intercepted there. Taylor Crack with a strong pair of hands. Wide ball to Eggers. Eggers, it's down the wing. We might see plenty of play out this side. There's a bit of a wind pushing towards that corner of the ground as the Tigers look to take it towards the paint of 50 the first time. Mead gathers it. She's immediately wrapped up though. Ball up on the paint of 50. Mead winning it down. Toto with first use. Skies one high towards the middle of the ground. See your bodies there. Michael first to it out the back. It's time to consider her options and just launches the ball inside 50. A strong mark taken down there by Beck. Beck wanted to give the handball, then just dances around the player on the mark, and she'll set sail from 35. It's just offline. Almost a wonderful goal there from Lindsay Beck to get things started. Just offline. Initially wants to have a shot, but made something of it as this one's worked into the back pocket. Yaron combining there with Bird. Bird impressive in that meeting a fortnight earlier. This one's sent down towards the half-forward line of the Tigers, who send it deep inside 50. Bailey looming as a likely target. Out the back, an opportunity though presents itself for Bumford. And Bumford can't convert. A couple of behinds early on here for the Tigers. Bird drives a low one. Tumbled outside 450. Toto gathers, just thumps it on the boot towards the middle of the ground. Jalko applying some pressure, as is Michael at ground level, battling away for it, but emerging with the football. The Magpies looking to get something going, couldn't quite, and in the end Edwogo's able to just pump it up towards the half-forward line. Beck leads the race. Bailey, the target in the pocket, diving. There's Bird to put it out of play. Down by Mead towards the line. Lockley trying to keep it in, but the boundary line wins out. Mead doing well in these ruck contests early on. Pressure being applied by Sokowski. Hempel just got away in time. Tough battle for the ball. The Cans and the Magpies trying to get it out, but sharked in there by Edwogo. Got it across to Michael. Her kick cut off. Back towards the middle of the ground. This is where the Tigers just winning the ball back for the time being. And again, able to shut down a counter-attack. Lancaster gather, was immediately stripped of it by Booth. Toto pushes it up towards the halfway point. And the wall of Tigers has set themselves in Wogo, buffered into by Toto. Great physical play there. Forces a stoppage. And Toto doing some nice work early on, bashing and crashing in there. Down by Devine, lovely lead. This time it's Halika, a sky ball towards the boundary. Now they've been bound and thumped forward by Booth. It's a good kick. Rose doing the defensive work. Fine, tries to get round Rose, but Rose wraps her up. Solid defensive work there from Rose. Looks to be matched up with Appleby here. Devine beaten in the first couple of ruck contests by Mead. Looking to use her leaping ability there, the last couple. She's realising she can't perhaps get her with the reach, so going to need to use the leap. This time Mead wins decisively to Barwick. Barwick under pressure, got the kick away. An opportunity though here for the Magpies. They'll close in on goal. Here's a big chance. Just lost a hold of the football at the last second, but recovered. Handball back towards the line. Couldn't quite get it through. Apologies, don't have the number 7 on my team sheet. I'll have to chase that one up for you. So the late in is for the Magpies. Nearly made an immediate impact there. So forward go the Tigers via Dalco. Now Lockley on a searching lead on the centre wing. Have the immediate dish, then received it back. Looks to use her wheels here. Lockley, it's wide open in front of her. So she looks to send it out the back where an opportunity was there. Mitchell just let it run. Snap is just offline from Bumford. In a spectacular goal. Defensive work from Edwogo. Has some support. Edwogo gathers the football, turns it around the corner, but that was shut down. And now, perhaps an opportunity. Rose with 2 to beat here and beats them both with strength, busts through a tackle and then launches it inside forward 50. Great play from Rose, but couldn't find a target inside 50. It's spilled out the back. Barwick now gathers the football, sends it just a bit too much on it for Sokolski, but it found its way through to Appleby, returns it to Sokolski. Just has to go back and gather at ground level. That allows Crack to come in and apply the pressure and forces a stoppage. So here's Fine. Just to drive the Magpies forward. It was through the hands of Edwogo. Appleby immediately stripped of it by Michael. Robbed her of the football, and then Appleby laid a tackle of her own. One down. Barwick applying the pressure. Dalco going nowhere. Barwick just gets boot to ball. Toto's kick charge down. Fresh area there from Michael. Goes back and gathers it. Sokolski has a hold of her. No, it was Chappell, rather. The Tigers in a battle here at the moment. The Magpies doing well. They're going to go inside forward 50 again. I thought they were going to do it easy. Very much not proving the case here so far. The Magpies are right up for this battle, and Fine will send them inside the forward 50 once again. Almost a mark there for Burners. Just dropped it at the last second. Eggers tries to escape, but she's robbed of the football. Cleared up towards the wing. Through the hands of Molly Mitchell. Lancaster. Thought she was going to get a free kick for ball there, but nothing doing. Do that one again. So ground level. And they fight for it. Coming away with the football nicely with Sakina. Oh, nicely charged down there. Great pair of hands shown by Toto. She's impressing early in this one, and she'll launch the Magpies deep inside forward 50. Appleby and Rose battling away. Rose wins the duel and then paddles it away, looking for some support from Eggers. Appleby fights on, but in the end, Rose, who's holding things together nicely down at the back at the moment, punches that one up towards the middle of the ground. Fine, just outpointed there by Lancaster, and now Lockley uses her speed to tear away from the contest. Sends it up towards Beck. First the football, though, is Yaron, but she's besieged by a pair of Tigers. Mitchell now, from the angle, sends it towards the goal square. Bailey with strength. pulls it in. An opportunity for the first goal of the game here. It's taken some 11 minutes, but the prolific Georgie Bailey looks set to deliver it. A counter-punching goal there from the Tigers. They absorb some pressure, but then able to work it up towards the middle of the ground. Lockley used her speed, and they got out the back there. Take 8-point lead in this one. First goal of the morning. Just eluding Eggers there, took an unkind bounce. She was about to stream inside forward 50. That's going to be a hold and a free kick the way of the Magpies. Lingering in the tackle there was Sakina. So Barwick drives it through the middle of the ground looking for Fine. Fine will get there. Can she get around Adwogo? Got some support in that endeavour. And then sends the kick. It's chopped off by Michael. Michael pumps it to the middle of the ground. Bumford had a fall into a lap there. Goes back, turns one round the corner. Good vision to spy Wall. Some pressure coming from Booth. Booth does well. Now Barwick following up. The numbers favour the Tigers though, and they're able to use them and send it up towards the half-forward line. That's beautifully plucked by Molly Mitchell. Molly Mitchell turns, wheels, goes immediately looking for Bailey. Almost brought it down. Bird defended it pretty well. There'll be a stoppage forced. Some silky skills from Molly Mitchell. Forced out, and Mitchell gets boot to ball, and Mitchell finds the middle. Manufactured that one nicely to the Tigers. They get their second. Molly Mitchell gets her first. They move out to a 14-point lead. She is very dangerous anywhere inside the forward 50. Mitchell shows some good goal-scoring instincts there. And for a battle in the first 10 minutes or so, the Tigers just starting to get rolling here. KG5, they lead this one 2-3 to 1 straight behind. One down by Mead. Leak up towards the half-forward line, looking for Fine. Fine tries to shovel it back there. Now Sikorsky. Sikorsky tumbles one, bit of a chaotic bounce. Sakina leaving it for Adwogo. Just towed on out of there. Oh, lovely work from Toto. Carved a path through heavy traffic, sends it up towards the goal square. Rose sends Appleby to the deck. Gathers. And it's a kick away. Beautiful play from Josie Rose. She started this game really well. And the Tigers look to counter-attack through the middle of the ground. Beck reels it in. She's got a runner on the outside in the form of Mitchell. It's opening up forward of centre. If Mitchell can get it down there, she does. They've got the extra number here, the Tigers. This bodes well if it'll sit. Plenty of work to do for Stevanovic. She does pretty well, though. Had two to beat. Read the ball the better. Her kick, not quite so good. between the legs of Beck, flicks it back to Lancaster. Lancaster surges, she closes in on goal and drives it towards the pocket. Bird defending against Bailey and did well in the contest to see it out of play. Down by me towards Sokolsky. Cleared on out of there by Barwick. Logo first to the football. A bit of pressure. In the end just takes it across the line. Barwick immediately locked up there by Eggers. Kalika comes away with it. Bends one down the wing. Only Edwogo back there though for the Tigers, and she'll head into the middle of the ground. Some nice vision, went looking for Sakina. The kick eventually found its way through to her, and then she fires one towards the half-forward line. Found Lancaster. She'll drive them in deep again. Might fall out the back. No, it won't, because Bird just plucks it from the sky. Beautifully done there by Bird. A pinpoint kick is good to Barwick. Barwick. She guides one. Just a bit too much on it, though, for Toto. Fine. Lays the shepherd. Allows in Halika. Paddles it to her own advantage. Now gathers and tumbles one, sets Appleby a fair task. In the end, it'll find only the boundary line, and that'll mean a Tigers ball. Toto chops it off. She's been prominent in this opening term. Rose first back to this one. Clearing kick. Straight to Halika. Halika sends it toward 50. Appleby caught behind. Tackling pressure from the Magpies, and they force another stoppage. Baldwin blasted out, but just lacking any sort of accuracy. So the Magpies a chance to send it back inside forward 50 again. Final minute of the quarter. Can they get a goal for their efforts? It's been a pretty good opening act here from the Magpies. They've been competitive thus far. That kick, though, easily intercepted by Dalco. Dalco. Toto trying to juggle the mark. In the end, got a hand on it before the line, so it'll be tossed into play. Final 20 seconds. Time enough for a Magpie score if they can get a quick clearance. Barwick can gather cleanly. Halika tracking the football. They find a mark here in the dying embers. It won't matter. So that one's drifting out of bounds, and that will do us for the first term here at KG5. 14-point lead the way of the Tigers. And maybe the clock at the ground started a little early here because we're still going, and the Tigers will send it towards the half-forward line. Molly Mitchell takes it, has a bounce, and there is the siren. Eventually going here. Spoil the Tigers' opportunity there. Slightly longer opening term, but a 14-point advantage the way of the visitors. It's been a good battle, though. Magpies, last time they played, took a fairly defensive approach. Numbers behind the ball, which kind of stifled Kingborough, but they were beating around the ground a little bit. But here, it's been a pretty even midfield battle. And if not for some really good work from Josie Rose back there for the Tigers, Magpies might be a little bit closer on the scoreboard. But as it is, it's a 14-point break the way of Kingborough at quarter time. Back shortly with quarter number 2. Forced out, and Mitchell gets boot to ball, and Mitchell finds the middle. And you So welcome back for quarter number 2 here at KG5. It's a 14-point lead for the Kingborough Tigers. After the opening term, tracked down the identity of number 7 for the Glenorchy Magpies, who was so impressive in quarter number 1, was Emma Zielke, who's had a latest jumper swap, but former Brisbane Lions AFLW captain has come down to play a couple of games here with the Magpies, help the group out, bring her leadership and experience, and I think we saw the impact that she had in that opening term with a couple of really impressive moments inside the forward 50, showing that she has still got plenty of quality. So that one sorted away for you. Apologies there for number 12 on my team list. Bit of a late jumper switch there for Emma, but certainly been an impactful start from her. Great to see former AFLW captain coming around, giving back to the game a bit and helping this Glenorchy group out as they look to start the second quarter here. Out of the middle, where they were pretty good in the opening term. Kick goes forward from Sokolski. The Magpies look to go inside forward 50 via Booth, who shows some speed, just handballs into space. Combining there, Appleby, Michael driven into the ground by Fine. Appleby battling away with it at ground level. Sakina trying to extract the football. Force a stoppage as the sun shining here at KG5. Lovely morning for football. A little bit of concern here though at the moment for the Tigers. Michael slowly back to her feet. A little bit ginger. Seems like she'll be right to continue though. The trainer heading back off, so all clear there, and Mead wins it down. Toto can gather cleanly, but she'll apply a good tackle and force a stoppage. Ball finds its way to Zielke. Zielke sends it towards Appleby. Rose into some good defensive work. Rose, she's really stood out back there. Clears the area towards the line. Sokolski just lacking direction with the kick. Gone out of there, and one fired up towards Lockley. Lancaster just shrugs off a tackle, then charges down the wing, skipping past players like Witches hats here at the moment. Lancaster didn't get much purchase on the kick, however. She'll continue her run. The handball just missed her, found its way to Lockley. Lockley stripped of it by Booth. Now cleared away by Sokolski. Palika with a safe pair of hands, and she heads wide, searching for Fine, but boundary line claiming that one. Will be a Tigers ball at half back. That's a really good pluck from Eggers. Eggers guides it for Lancaster. Lancaster to wheel and go towards the half-forward line through the hands of Dalco. Now a couple to contend with, working back. There it was Muhu. And Zielke showing her experience takes the mark, and now directing traffic. Will pump it in there. A couple of one-on-ones. Pretty well was Mead. Brought it to ground, but high tackle on Michael will bail the Tigers out. Michael has Rose. Directs this one up towards the middle of the ground, crashing in Tupamohu, but just conceding the free kick in the process to Beck. Looking for Bumford. Sharp ball movement here from the Tigers, and peeling off into some space was Lancaster. Has room to manoeuvre, assess her options, and Molly Mitchell's a pretty good one. Guides the kick in her direction. It's probably right on her range though. Take a good kick from here. Lancaster's on over the top if she just wants to poke a short one. And she's going to take the shot on herself by the looks of things, Molly Mitchell. She'll kick about 40 out. Won't quite have the journey. Drifts across the face. Bumford. Bird pressuring. Beck just released it in time. Then the snap from Bumford. He's offline. So 15 points to lead the way of the Tigers. Stevenson, the target here, but the kick favoured Nike. She's got Mitchell running off to her right, hands it off to her. Mitchell now with the snap from the pocket. Molly Mitchell! What a goal! From the angle, hit it perfectly. And the Tigers get their third. Molly Mitchell gets her second. A touch of class there. One of the star forwards of the competition. 21 points to lead the way of the Tigers. Will be doing the ruck work against Devine on this occasion. Baldwin tracking the football. Umpire spots a hold. Free kick will go the way of the Tigers. It's going the way of Baldwin. The Leeds present themselves. Kick though favoured Sokolski. Into the wide open forward 50. Tracking the football is Mitchell again. Dives on top of it. He needs to get rid of it. Boss says he'll toss it up. Devine wins it down. Mitchell motoring to the football. Body on the line. Crashed in. Won a hard ball. Handed off to Lockley. And Lockley fires through a goal. Finished by Lockley. Made by Mitchell. Just tough body on the line stuff there from Molly Mitchell. And Lockley finishes in style. The Tigers bag their fourth of the contest. See Kerry King down on the Tigers sideline with the playing group, hoping she'll be back for a finals campaign. Of course, the hamstring in the meeting between these two sides a couple of weeks ago. Talk during the week. They were hopeful she'd be back for the finals campaign. Out in. Ryan injured as well. Matilda Lang coming into that group as well. And it'll be tough to beat come September. That's a really good tackle. Bumford caught there by Appleby, who wins the free kick. Appleby driving it through the hands of Wall out the back for Zielke, who fires a dart inside the forward 50. Just unable to mark it though, was Burners. All the pressure applied from Halika. That could be holding the footy. But says no prior. Maybe had a slight chance to fire off the handball. The umpire says no prior. We'll have a ball up. Magpies pressuring here. Zielke trying to gather the football. She does, and she's crashed into by three Tigers. They know who the threat is down there. Kick away, straight to Appleby. Appleby's kick was closed down by Sakina. And locked in by Eggers. Lead Ziuki immediately pressured by a few again, tumbled out by Eggers. Appleby couldn't gather cleanly, trying to escape with the football knife use. Plenty of Magpies there to force the stoppage. Abraham's won it down. Umpire says holding the football. Free kick the way of Appleby. Zara Appleby, a pretty crowded forward 50 ahead of her. Sets it up. Ziuki applying pressure here. Michael couldn't get a kick away. Mead got a little bit of boot to ball. Now Sokolski got it back to Halika, who hooks one round the corner. It's offline. Jalko was getting back. Got a hand in the road anyhow. The margin 26 points. It was 7 points the margin last time they played, but the Magpies have been more competitive in general play thus far in this one. That's too wide. And Rose, first error of the day from her. She's been excellent up to this point. Just skewed that kick slightly. Barwick. Too far out to score, so just stabs a short pass with the mark spilt. And Rose can clear the area. Yaron battling away there with Dalco. The numbers favoured the Tigers, gathered by Beck, slaps it on the boot. Mitchell in a one-on-one here at half forward. Will it sit for Molly Mitchell? It does, and she puts on the afterburners, closes in on goal. She'll get a high contact free kick. She was just clipped around the back of the head. And so she'll be right on her range here, Mitchell. Slightly closer than the one that ended up just short earlier in the quarter. This one perhaps gettable. She's already kicked two. Set up another. And this one probably within range. Molly Mitchell sends it on its way right to the line and right through the middle. It's the Molly Mitchell show at KG5. 3 goals and an assist for her. She is running hot. Molly Mitchell absolutely on fire. And it's a 32-point lead the way of the Tigers. It's just that metre or two closer this time. Able to carry the journey. Just got no answer for her at the moment, do the Magpies. Proving the difference inside the forward 50. 32 points to lead now. Abraham's doing the ruck work. Here's Lancaster trying to escape Barwick. Baldwin shanked the kick, but shanked it straight to Lockley. Booth picks it up. Just kicks for space. Wall will be first to it. No one else in the vicinity. It was wide open grass where the kick went to. Worked it to Abrahams. Abrahams towards Mitchell, who can't escape this time, and she's sent to the deck. Lancaster. Spitting through the traffic was Baldwin. Mitchell handed it on, and now inside forward 50. The mark taken by Beck. Beck gets it moving quickly because she spied Dalco all on her own in the pocket. Good ball movement there from the Tigers. Dalco trying to extend the lead to 38. Dalco right to the line and off hands. just a yard short. And the Magpies just up the siege a little at the back of the moment. That's a wonderful clearing kick, but the mark was spilt by Mead. Toto pouring in after it. So it's just starting to get on top around the ground here. Abrahams beautifully rucked it down to Mitchell. Mitchell with a flying shot. Is it another one for Mitchell? It is! She launches it from 45 out. She has 4. He is unstoppable here at KG5 at the moment. And Mitchell extends the lead with her 4th and best yet. Just slammed it on the boot from just inside the forward 50 and with the open goal square, bounced through to perfection. Running right is Mitchell. Abraham's battling away with Toto. Mitchell's now moved into the middle, doing it all. It'll be, it's going to be, the Magpies have got the clearance with some good body work, enables Baldwin to work it forward in the direction of Wall. Booth arrives to find robber of it. Baldwin follows up. Gets a hand in there. Booth emerges with it. Wide kick. Find the line. The Tigers ball. We tick it to the final 4 minutes of the quarter. The quarter has been dominated by Mitchell. She's kicked 3 of her size 4 goals this term and has it again here. Drives it up towards the half-forward line. From behind, Eggers did nicely and then smashed on the boot from Eduogo. Surely not. It's rolling out the back. Bird tracking it. Paddles it towards the line. Arriving there was Bailey. Just put her off. Oh, great follow-up work from Bird. And brings Dalco down. Mead. Gives it away through the hands of Toto. Sakina. Devine shoved off it there. And holding the ball is the goal. The free kick the way of Sakina. Wide kick from Sakina. And that one shoveled across the line. It'll be tossed back into play. Need. Is it up there? It was taken there by Fine, but she was stripped of the football. Great tackle by Eduogo. Lockley trying to bring it under a spell, and Lancaster gets away with it. Battle on inside forward 50. Mitchell extracted the football, got it to Lockley, and Lockley offline. So they tried to repeat the trick from earlier in the quarter. This time, the shot just offline to the right, but the Tigers really asserting their authority in this game in quarter number 2. Good heads wide for Appleby. That's a good searching kick for Burns. Booth arrives to provide the 2-on-1, then flick the handball to the on-rushing Appleby, who's got the wing to herself here. She can have 2 bounces, maybe a third if she so desires. In the end, sends the kick up towards the half-forward line. Rose was there to shut it down. Now she's got a problem, but just deals with that and then thumps the kick up the wing. Eggers just goes off the deck. Spills out the back for Bumford. Shares it with Abrahams. Abrahams dashes towards the paint of 50, then drives it deep to Bailey. Bird backing back with the flight, breaks it up. Lockley skips free and fires through another one. Lockley has her second of the quarter. And the Tigers out to a 46-point lead. They are lethal inside the forward 50 at the moment, the Tigers. And Jade Lockley has a couple of goals to show for it. She's got a wonderful burst of acceleration. She's able to get that separation. She fires through another one. Probably be the final act of this opening half. Don't think there's going to be enough time for another score as the siren sounds here at KG5 to bring to an end a quarter that belonged to Molly Mitchell. She absolutely put on a footballing clinic. Kicked 3 to take her tally to 4. Set up another one for Lockley, who has 2 goals herself. A pretty impressive first half from the Tigers. They were challenged in the opening 10-15 minutes or so by the Magpies, who really came in for the fight. But the class has certainly been shining through. The quality rising for the Tigers. A 46-point lead for them. Half-time here at KG5. We'll be back shortly with the second half here. A lovely day for football out in Glenorchy. Back soon. It's the Tigers 7-6, leading the Magpies 0-2.
Wherever cancer is, we are. We are the supporters, preventers, researchers and advocates, leading Australia to a future without cancer. Every day, we're finding new and better ways to offer services, share knowledge, and bring hope to Australians everywhere, because cancer affects us all. We're here to listen and care for people, however they need us, whenever they need us, through any type of cancer at any stage of the journey. Every day, we are supporting world-class researchers, empowering them to dream big and make the impossible possible. Together, we're pushing boundaries, unlocking the answers to understand, prevent and treat cancer. We're improving the lives of those living with it and even getting close to eliminating some cancers altogether. You may not see us, but we're here, in schools and people's homes, on the beach, at work and on the streets, helping millions of Australians cut their risk and detect cancer sooner. We know that 1 in 3 cancers can be avoided, so we're out there preventing as many as we can. You may not hear us, but our voice is loud. Every day, we're using it to advocate, change laws and drive policies, to reduce cancer risks and improve cancer care, to break ground and speak for the community in places where they're not always heard. Every day, we're closer to a future without cancer. And as a charity, we rely on Australia's biggest hearts to help us get there faster.
Blunston's been building hard-working boots for over 150 years. The tougher you need them, the tougher we build them, giving you advanced protection and all-day comfort. After all, you never stand still, so neither do we. Blunston, building the future.
Oh, you mean the jam and cream? Good stuff.
Oh, nuts. Introducing our new range of flavours. Now there's one for everyone. Banjos, making donuts better.
For Bumford. Sharp ball movement here from the Tigers, and peeling off into some space was Lancaster. Has some room to manoeuvre, assess her options, and Molly Mitchell's a pretty good one. Guides the kick in her direction. Stevenson, the target here, but the kick favoured Nike. She's got Mitchell running off to her right, hands it off to her. Mitchell now with the snap from the pocket. Molly Mitchell! What a goal from the... Devine wins it down. Mitchell motoring to the football, body on the line, crashed in, won a hard ball, handed it off to Lockley, and Lockley fires through a goal. Finished by Lockley, mate. Here at half forward, will it sit for Molly Mitchell? It does, and she puts on the afterburners, closes it. Molly Mitchell sends it on its way, right to the line, and right through the middle. It's the Molly Mitchell show at KG5. Mitchell handed it on, and now inside forward 50, the mark taken by Beck. Beck gets it moving quickly because she spiked out. Talco right to the line and off hands. Just a yard short. So she's started to get on top around the ground here. Abrahams beautifully rucked it down to Mitchell. Mitchell with a flying shot. Is it another one for Mitchell? It is! She launches it from 40-50, then drives it deep to Bailey. Bird backing back with the flight, breaks it up. Lockley skips free and fires through another one. Lockley has her second of the quarter.
Styling this shit go boom, bang, 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 bang. Get the you styling this shit go boom. Bang, bang. Get the you styling this shit go boom. Bang, bang.
Welcome back for the second half here at KG5, round 16, Women's SFL. And it is the Kingborough Tigers with a commanding 46-point lead over Glenorchy Magpies after the first half of action, a dominant second quarter. After a pretty even first term, Molly Mitchell absolutely running the show in quarter number 2. So the Tigers bust this one open and set up a 46-point lead. See if they continue on in that vein in the second half, where the Magpies can get back to what they were doing in the first kind of 10 minutes or so of this game, and they were really right in the contest, keeping it tight with the Tigers. Sheer quality of perhaps the premiership favourites in the Tigers shone out a little in that second term as they look to look down top spot on the ladder. It'll be the Magpies through Sokolski. She was immediately besieged there as Zielke looks like she's moved into the engine room here just to try and steady things a little, and that was a bullet pass to half forward, high ball inside the forward 50. Tigers well positioned back there, but spilling it was Dwogo, who's wrapped up by Fine. Umpire calls for a ball up. Dwogo just copping one in the face in the process, I think. And a bit of claret there, so the blood rule. See her heading to the boundary. And McIntosh comes on to replace her. Soto's a ruck against Devine. And dragged down without it, perhaps? No, holding the ball. Free kick will go the way of Devine. He clears defensive 50 up towards the contest. Kick out the back here. Beck under pressure and just threw it to herself in the end, so free kick will go the way of the Magpies. Zielke sends it up towards half forward line. The Tigers shut that down by McIntosh. Slapped down nicely by Toto. Booth arriving to apply some pressure. Kick out towards Devine. Sokolski bearing down on her. Here's the speedy Lancaster. Her handball a little indiscriminate. Malika forced it back. Some good pressure coming from Sakina, and then tumbled forward. It's gathered by Dalco, who's immediately met firmly by Fine. Rose wins it down. Taylor Crack sends it up towards the wing. Wall and Zielke actually the football. Wall just cleverly off the deck in the end. Got it on to Beck. Beck searches for Mitchell. Bounces onto a knee, continues tracking it, weaving one way, then the other. Mitchell then slaps it on the boot, but that's too wide and drifts out of play. Will just elude Devine. Got a hand on it before it found the boundary line. Perhaps not. Zielke's going to be given the ball. After a conference between the umpires, she gets it moving quickly. Spears one into Barwick. Zielke wants the return ball, and Barwick gives it to her. Brisbane Lions captain kicks it down. Lancaster shut that one down. Devine in support. Lancaster did wonderfully. Got it through to Sakina. Sakina now didn't get a whole lot of purchase on the kick. Set a task there for Mitchell, and the boundary line wins out. Zielke again, busy in this quarter, moving into the midfield. Devine can keep her kick in play. So the Magpies again with the last touch. Free kick at half back. Advance it up the ground. That's a good ball for Toto. Toto returns it to Barwick. Barwick's kick though was smothered by Mitchell. Now Lancaster tries to spin free. Shared it with Sakina. She was stripped on the footy. Play on the call. Baldwin goes back and then sends a banana up. There it's shut down. Stevanovic handed it off to Barwick. Tried to crash through. Now Beck with strength. Shrugs off a couple and hurls it into the middle there. But Dalco battling away with Booth. Bumford arriving. Now Michael able to work it towards the forward line where Yaron and Mitchell. Mitchell just works Yaron off the footy but was met firmly there by Torpamuhu. Abrahams towards the pocket, but Bird just reading it better than Bailey. Gets there first and chops it off. Bird with a penetrating kick outside the forward 50 to Halika. Sokolski heads wide. McIntosh applying some pressure, followed up McIntosh. Halika slapped it to a teammate, but the kick went then straight to Sakina. Sakina finds Mitchell. Tumbles one around the corner, losing her footing there, Torpamuhu, or Halika. And out of play for a ball in. Toss back into play. Abrahams has to get rid of it. Just got the handball off in time. Snap in the Bailey direction. Beck there in support too. Bailey kept it in. Handball back to a dangerous area. Bumford. Her kick was blocked off by her own teammate Beck in the end. They battle away right on the last line. Abrahams sharked though by Zielke. Just somehow snuck in there, won the football away, and an intelligent kick to space might open up a counter-attacking opportunity here for the Magpies. Room to manoeuvre, not a lot on ahead though. Wasn't a whole lot for Burns to kick to, and in the end sent it straight to Dalco, and Dalco had a teammate wide open. Dalco to Dalco. It was Lucy to Matilda. Matilda worked it inside and then it found its way through to Beck. Shared it with Mitchell. Mitchell for number 5. Just pulls up short. And almost a miraculous goal for Bailey. Just offline. And that was the first score of the quarter. It's taken some 8 minutes plus change to arrive. So the scores were flowing in quarter number 2. Bird with the top to Zielke, just dances around one and then drives it into the corridor. Broken up by McIntosh. Heaved out of there. And eventually a stoppage. Baldwin immediately wrapping up Zielke. Devine right down. Bumford couldn't gather cleanly. Skolski able to escape there. Baldwin. Repeat stoppages here. Toto wins this one down, then follows up her own ruck work. Handed it off to Fine. Fine with an up and under kick. Crack. And Mead. Toto. Zielke. Besieged immediately there by Tigers players. Dalco bends one towards the half-forward line. Just eluded Mitchell. Too much on it for Burns. McIntosh tries to bring it under a spell. Now just burst clear of Burns and blast the Tigers inside 50. She's looking for Abrahams. It was well defended by Tupamuhu. Follow up here, but just push past the football. Zielke showing her class here, this corner. Didn't really get down to her enough in quarter number 2. Quarter number 1 was lively, but has moved behind the ball this term and around the ball, and it's really having an influence. Great opportunity for Magpies teammates to learn from someone of her experience as she'll get the free kick here and fire a wonderful ball into the middle of the park for Toto. Toto lofts it up towards the paint of 50. Spins backwards. Sokolski. It's up there by Michael. Devine unopposed in the ruck, the throw favouring her, and so the umpire will do it again. In the throw probably favouring Devine, who's has the ball whacked out of her hands here. Booth through the contest. A free kick's been blown in favour of Sokolski. No, against Sokolski. The umpire initially pointing one way and in the end to Devine. So Devine into the middle of the ground looking for Nyhus over the top. Spin out the back towards Beck. Sakina arriving. Now Lockley kicked a couple of goals as the speedy Lockley. Drives this one forward looking for Abrahams. Abrahams takes it. On the turn, she bends it round, looking towards Mitchell. Mitchell, Bird arriving on the scene to apply the pressure, but Mitchell fed it back out. And just slipping up over the shoulder there. We'll see a free kick going the way of Abrahams. Who just quite keep the tackle down. Presents the opportunity for the first goal of the quarter here. Emma Abrahams. He sets sail for home and just hangs it out to the right. So still no goal here in quarter number 3, just a pair of behinds. The Tigers lead at 48 points. So Bird trying to clear defensive 50. Eggers quite trap it inside the field of play. Barwick gets clattered into. Devine down towards Mitchell. Barwick gathers the football. Toto this time wins the duel. Mitchell clears the area. Booth picked it up, was stripped of it by Nyhus. Mitchell applying pressure here to Torpamuhu. The ball tight to the line, staying in for now. It's all tight, congested stuff here at the moment. Clever little tap out by Sakina, but it was sharked beautifully there by Zilke, who launches it up towards the middle of the ground. Winning it back. Michael didn't get much purchase on that kick. Crack lofts one towards a few Tigers, but shut down by Halika. Just goes off the ground. Michael dragged down. And eventually the umpire will call for it. So 10.5 minutes gone in quarter number 3. They've stemmed the bleeding in this term, the Magpies. No goals yet in this quarter. Devine can't clear the area. Zilke comes away with it. Mead, McIntosh. Zilke continues to run hot, but this time she's stripped of it by Taylor Crack, who wins the holding the ball decision. Crack's kick not quite matching the work she did in the build-up, and kicks it straight out of play. So Halika will take over on centre wing. Shifted short, but couldn't keep it in for Stoyer. High ball towards Abrahams, out the back to Mitchell. Mitchell kept it moving forwards. Yaron beats the ball by Lockley, who just worked her way to it. Yaron and Lockley fight for it at ground level. Lockley releases it. Now Eggers fired a handball wide for Mitchell. Mitchell kills it. Plenty of Magpies behind the football. Bailey came crashing through, just clattered into it. Might be Barwick who went down there. Quite sore after that contact is Bree Barwick. Gingerly back to her feet. I'm surprised she didn't get a free kick there, Barwick. Nowhere near the football, Bailey. Anyway, play on. Slung out the back. Crack. Works the handball out. Baldwin couldn't gather cleanly. Play on again, the call, as this one's sent in the Mitchell direction. Mitchell on hands and knees, and then laid the tackle on Zilke. One-on-one here, Bailey and Bird. One of her side's best today, Jamie Lee Bird, against the prolific Georgie Bailey. I feel like she's handled it pretty well in the one-on-one contest here. It's good marking work, some good spoils. And a real pillar of strength at the back for the Magpies. Abraham's rucking. Barwick just taken down without the football there. And this time we'll get the free kick. Barwick working hard for a side. Late in quarter number 3. Combative as always. Kicks to a contest, half forward line. Michael works it out, straight to Zielke though. Her kick towards Appleby. Paddled backwards by Stevenson. And then Fine comes away with it, but it's a 3-on-1 forward of centre in favour of the Tigers, and McIntosh just snavels it up. Not much Mee could do there. Had 3 players directly opposed to her. They have dropped a couple deeper this term to try and stem the bleeding. It's had the Magpies. It stifled the Tigers, but it's limit what they can do going back the other way. Clearing kick. Cut off by Michael. Plays on immediately. Pumps it inside the forward 50. Tupamuhu spoiled it down, but Edwogo roved it and then swung it inside. Here's Mitchell. She's already kicked 4. And this time lays the tackle. Appleby won it down. Zielke worked off her kick. Lockley trying to skip free, but Barwick won it down. It fell for Lancaster. Lancaster kicks the first goal of the quarter with the final kick of the quarter right on the siren. Maddie Lancaster fires it through, and the Tigers get their 8th. So it took them to the very last second. They do get a goal to show for their work that term. They extend their lead. It was a better quarter from the Magpies. They tightened things up considerably after that second term. The lead at 3/4 time. Fairly commanding 54 points in favour of the Tigers. Zielke's move into the midfield, pretty influential in that term. Played slightly more defensively. They're a bit more structured behind the ball. Had an extra player back there. Just made life tough for the Tigers, and it took them the entire quarter to finally get the breakthrough. After a second term where they really ran right, Molly Mitchell just revelling in the space she was afforded. Didn't have that room to manoeuvre in quarter number 3. We'll see how the final term pans out. But at 3/4 time, it's Kingborough leading this one, 8-8 to Glenorchy, 0-2. So back for the final quarter here at KG5. It's a 54-point lead in favour of the Tigers as we get ready for the final term. Yeah, it's been entertaining morning's action thus far. Premiership fancies the Tigers. Flex their muscles in quarter number 2 in particular. It was 1 and 3, pretty good from the Magpies. We'll see if they can get another strong effort here or whether the Tigers will be able to add to their lead further. So they dial up for September finals campaign. One suspects they're going to be right in the thick of as Booth sends it in the direction. Toto works her way to the football and then sends it high towards the pocket. Out of bounds on the full. Tigers certainly side with premiership aspirations. Good chance to finish top of the table. A huge clash with North Hobart coming up next week, which will probably determine who finishes on at the top, who gets that home field advantage in finals, as the Magpies pushing hard for a goal here early in the quarter though. Toto wrapped up by Sakina. Magpies knocking on the door for their first of the contest. They threatening in quarter number 1. Really sniffed the goal since as Crack comes away with it. Fired off a handball to Wall. Wall works it back inside to Crack. Good use of hands. Crack pressured by Appleby though, and it forces the errant kick, which ends up in the lap of Barwick. Barwick has a teammate on over the top there. And fine, couldn't reel it in. Crack's kick finds the sliding Lancaster. Dinks it over the top, looking for Wall. Sokolski won it back. Threw it inside. Barwick trying to wrestle it free. And Barwick and Baldwin, 2 tough customers there. Appleby against Abrahams. Well, to manufacture that kick, Salika just bent it with the banana, but Mead couldn't quite keep it in play. Tossed back in. Half forward for the Magpies. They find themselves a goal. Zielke moved herself around the football in that third term and was highly influential. She's just off the back of this contest. Ball might end up with her. It does. Zielke roved it sharply, then stabbed a short ball in the Toto direction. Gathered, might have got one in the back there. Over the shoulders, the goal. Same result, free kick. Going the way of Toto. Liked her work today. Gonna lead Toto. And a bit about her. This kick, perhaps just beyond her though, we'll see. She plays on and fires it towards the goals. It's just offline to the left. Did well just to buy some extra meterage playing on there. Couldn't quite get the accuracy, so a third behind of the contest. So Dwogo. Full back, her kick through the hands of Booth. Abraham's tracking this one down. Booth arrives to pressure. Some support arrives in the form of Dalco, but Booth battling well against a pair of Tigers there. Eventually, we're able to see it up the line to Lockley. Tries to share it with Sakina, who's immediately dragged down. Booth really working hard there for his side. Repeat efforts. Sokolski, her kick was smothered there by Lancaster. Forces another stoppage. But spots a push for a kick going the way of the Magpies. So Appleby towards the paint of 50. Mead, a couple to deal with. Fine, weaving her way through. Sends a high ball. Toto with several to beat. Sakina dragged down. Crack goes in after it. Dwogo's kick was errant. It's gone straight down the throat of Zielke, who's got a chance to go back and kick her side's first of the contest. It'll be a deserved goal for their efforts in the opening 5 minutes here. They've dominated territory. The entire 5 minutes has basically been played in their forward half. The pressure creates the opening. Can the former Lions AFLW captain do the business? Yes, she can. And they'll all mob her. I think the Magpies playing group really enjoying having her out there today. She's added plenty, I'm sure. A great learning experience for them, and she gets the goal that their play has definitely deserved here. The first goal of the final quarter. Experienced Emma Zielke. Great to see all the stars from the big leagues coming down and playing in these local competitions. Passing on their experience. Sure, they're getting plenty out of it, and great reaction there from the Magpies girls. The scorer at the ground getting a little excited, giving them 3 goals on the scoreboard initially. That one quite going to count for 3, but it was certainly well earned and gives them a chance perhaps to win this quarter as it slopped in there, which I'm sure would have been the aim. Look to go forward again here, but Abraham's made a strong tackle. Just prevented Malika escaping out the back. Appleby leaps over the top. Trying to force it through. Found its way to Lancaster. Lancaster out the back of the contest. Sends it into Bumford, who took it beautifully in stride. Has a bounce out the back. With the goals at her mercy, she fires it straight to Bailey. I'm not sure that was her intention, but it works out just fine as far as the Tigers are concerned. And Bailey can go back. Kick her second of the game. And she makes no mistake, so an instant response from the Tigers. Speed out the back of the contest. And they fire right back. Decisively won by Appleby. Bowick storming onto the football, drives them inside 50. Toto charging out of the goal square, couldn't get it. Rose with some composure guides it across to Crack, who dropped the football, was allowed to go back behind her mark, somewhat curiously. I thought that would count as playing on. Anyway, Crack kicks it up towards Zielke, who flew high. Palika in there, Zielke locking it in and forcing a stoppage. Appleby wins it down. Sokolski strong. Yeah, on Lancaster, who's shown a bit today. Has Maddie Lancaster some real dash and line breaking ability. Sokolski forces it forward. Michael drifts across to intercept. Rose. High clearing ball. Sokolski spoiled it away from Dalco. Trying to gather Sakina. Just tapped it back to the outside. Now Sakina has to go again. Barwick tearing away through. Release the handball out the back to Fine. Dalco climbs on top of her. Battle was on. The umpire sauce it up. Tossed it again. He brought it down. Zielke quite direct that one, and it's going to be Tigers' ball. Halfway point of the final term. Goal apiece in this last quarter, but the Magpies have been dominating territory. Tigers trying to get it out the back here. Mitchell beat one, but then the pressure came from Sorpamuhu. It's wide open in front of Mitchell here. She bursts through the pack. A one-on-one inside forward 50. Bailey and Bird, and Bailey gets the better of her and tries to bend it back. Needs a bounce. Won't quite get it. Bird taking the honours in those one-on-one duels throughout this match for the most part, but Bailey winning that one. Really kicking a fantastic goal. Just the wrong side of the post. Bird carries it out. Runs her full measure, then drives it. Fell for Halika. Shared it with Barwick, kicks towards the middle of the ground. It was straight to Taylor Crack. Stabs it towards the forward 50. Topamuhu paddled it, tried to find Barwick, couldn't quite. Now the Tigers trying to get free there was Bumford. Lockley, Sakina in support. There's Halika crashing through. Eventually able to gather the football, but then Mitchell stripped her of it. Mitchell, at ground level, Booth able to lock it into her. Mitchell spills out. Eggers too sharp for Lockley, but that's a great tackle from Eggers, holding the footy. Rewarded is Chantal Eggers. Too far out to score. So she'll just set it up in the Bailey direction, and Bailey reels it in with strength. So Bailey, for her third and second of the final quarter, makes no mistake and extends the Tigers' lead out to an even 10 goals. Magpies will look to go forward here via Barwick. Just burns off Eggers and drives them inside, but it was well read by Michael. Couldn't complete the mark though. It was good enough to get a clear and kick away. Here though is Zielke, who just threads one. Rose read it nicely. Rose. Here's defensive 50 Booth with a couple to contend with. Devine did it nicely. Out the back for Mitchell. Mitchell takes it in stride. Shared it with Lockley. Couldn't keep a hold of the football. Has to go back. Has some support from Mitchell. Opts to just whack it forward via the boot instead. Forward by Wall. Beck arriving to lay the tackle. Lockley caught over the shoulder and will get the free kick. Just to hand it off to Eggers. Eggers drives it in there. Bailey lurking out the back. Bird gets to it. Bailey bearing down on her. Now Wall can't work that one back enough, and it drifts out of bounds on the full. The ball broken up before it can find Appleby. Leave back in. It's at the back. Trying to find Lancaster. Lancaster under pressure here from Sokolski. Baldwin was in there. Appleby. And it skews off the side of the boot. Short ball almost brought in. Lockley. Mitchell straightening up for goal number 5. Won't quite have the journey. Bailey in the square will get a free kick for a hold. And she'll go back and we'll end up with her third goal of this final quarter. Georgie Bailey, it'll be 4 for the contest, 3 of them coming here in the final stanza. Fairly quiet afternoon by her standards up till this final quarter, or morning rather, but she is absolutely cashing in here in the final term. She has 4. And the Tigers extend their lead. Slap down. Paddled away by Appleby. Here's Nighthuse. Looking for Beck. Beck took it in stride, then burst off. Ran into a bit of trouble. The handball found Lockley. Tried to return it to Beck, but ended up throwing it. The free kick will go the way of Sophie Smith, who's rewarded for her defensive work there. And final 90 seconds. Can the Magpies get something going back the other way? Not with a kick like that. It's shut down, and now Lancaster is clattered into. Ball fell the way of Nighthuse. Swings it inside 50. Mark Spield could be a fourth for Bailey coming up. Bumford there. Beck has a couple to get rid of. Smith again. Great work. No. It's the call. Well, she will get a free kick. So Smith eventually gets the ball. For holding the ball in the end, but will be given a free kick. Clears it out to Sokolski. Sokolski sends it up towards Zielke. Has a couple to contend with. Devine under pressure from Zielke. Just works her over. Then wins the football back with authority. Sends a kick up to a one-on-one. These are the two furthest players forward. Nobody behind them. Wide open forward 50 if the Magpies can win the ball. Toto does. Hasn't got a lot of support, but she wriggles free, Toto. And they've got two out the back here. Surely a goal coming up for the Magpies. Mead takes a cruel bounce for her. Has to keep it in. Slapped it back into play. That was so unfortunate. They had two out the back, and the ball took the most unkind of bounces to deny them a second goal. Just would not sit for Sophie Mead. And there is the final siren. So a 66-point victory for the Kingborough Tigers as they continue their charge towards the finals campaign. The Magpies, well, they showed some positive signs out there as they continue to improve as an outfit. Emma Zielke's presence, I think, certainly helped them, but just too much class. Too much star power, particularly inside forward 50 for the Tigers. 4 goals apiece for Molly Mitchell and Georgie Bailey, who kicked 3 goals in the final term, doing her best work out of the goal square. The Magpies clamped them down a little in the second half. After the second quarter, it seemed like the game was really drifting away from them. They fought back, competed a little bit better, but in the end, just too much about the Tigers. A 66-point victory. I've been Andrew Cooling, calling the action for AFL Tasmania. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Until next week, it's bye for now. Bumford, who took it beautifully in stride, has a bounce out the back with the goals at her mercy. She fires it straight to Bailey. Bailey can go back. Kick her second of the game. And she makes no mistake, so an instant response from the Tigers. Too sharp for Lockley, but that's a great tackle from Eggers, holding the footy. And rewarded is Chantel. So she'll just set it up in the Bailey direction, and Bailey reels it in with strength. So Bailey, for her third and second of the final quarter, makes no mistake. Straightening up for goal number 5. Won't quite have the journey. Bailey in the square will get a free kick for a hold. And she'll go back, and really quite afternoon by her standards up till this final quarter. Or morning rather, but she is absolutely cashing